Tulip Siddiq, a prominent Labour minister, is now at the heart of a political controversy, facing accusations related to a purported corruption scandal that has reverberated through Westminster and her home country of Bangladesh. Siddiq firmly denies these allegations, which suggest she was instrumental in negotiating a contentious 2013 agreement between Bangladesh and Russia for a nuclear power plant's construction. Critics argue that this deal led to significant financial misappropriation, with claims of her family's involvement in diverting funds for personal gain. Despite her denials, there is increasing pressure on Siddiq to clarify her involvement and address whether her past connections could create a conflict of interest. The situation intensified on Thursday evening when an unnamed Conservative MP requested an inquiry from Parliament Standards Commissioner, Daniel Greenberg. In a letter published in the Daily Mail the MP expressed serious concerns regarding Siddiq's integrity, stressing the importance of transparency in public service. The letter cautioned that her inability to clarify her role might damage public trust in Parliament and harm the reputation of the House of Commons. This inquiry comes at a crucial time, as Siddiq serves as the Economic Secretary to the Treasury, a position focused on combating financial corruption in the UK, a stark irony noted by her detractors. Despite the storm brewing around her, the Prime Minister's office appears to support Siddiq, with an official spokesperson asserting that she denies the allegations and continues to fulfill her ministerial duties. When asked about the potential conflict of interest from her alleged involvement in the 2013 deal, the spokesperson avoided a direct answer, saying, "I can't comment on events that occurred before a minister's tenure in government." This vague response did little to alleviate concerns, leaving both opposition members and the public questioning the viability of her current role amid the allegations. The Labour Party has vociferously defended Siddiq, labelling the claims as unfounded and stemming from unreliable sources. A spokesperson for the party remarked, "No evidence has been presented for these allegations," which came from an American aerospace website in August. Tulip Siddiq has not been contacted about this and completely rejects the claims. However, Labour's management of the situation has faced scrutiny, with some accusing the party of downplaying a scandal that could damage public trust in its leadership. They maintain that Siddiq has followed all necessary ministerial declaration procedures, yet critics argue this does little to address the more profound concerns surrounding her involvement in the deal. In the meantime, the Conservatives have taken advantage of the controversy, portraying it as a sign of poor judgment on the part of Sir Keir Starmer. Tory MPs are urging Siddiq to confront the allegations directly, with Shadow Home Office Minister Matt Vickers leading the charge, asserting, "It's time for her to come clean." The British public deserves a government focused on their concerns, not distracted by another scandal. This rhetoric highlights a broader political strategy to exploit Labour's perceived weaknesses, with Siddiq's alleged misconduct becoming a focal point for attack. The allegations trace back to court documents and reports from Bangladesh, where Siddiq's aunt, Sheikh Hasina, is under a sweeping anti-corruption probe following her recent removal as Prime Minister. Hasina, who has led the Awami League Party for over 20 years, is a divisive figure, accused by opponents of authoritarianism and corruption. One of her most vocal critics, Bobby Hajjaj, a former political advisor, has publicly accused Hasina and her family of misappropriating funds from the Rupa nuclear power plant deal. Hajjaj alleges that Siddiq, then a private citizen, acted as a mediator, facilitating meetings between Bangladeshi and Russian officials to finalize the contract. Furthermore, archival footage from 2013 reportedly shows Siddiq at the signing ceremony between Hasina and Russian President Vladimir Putin at the Kremlin. Although Siddiq has not been formally approached by Bangladeshi authorities regarding the investigation, the implications of her alleged involvement are damaging. The accusations raise questions about her familial connections and whether they might have influenced her subsequent political career in the UK. Siddiq, elected as the MP for Hampstead and Highgate in 2015, has endeavoured to present herself as a principled and dedicated public servant. However, these allegations, along with her family's controversial background in Bangladesh, threaten to undermine that carefully cultivated image. Complicating matters is the absence of solid evidence thus far. The Labour Party has cited this lack of evidence as a sign of Siddiq's innocence, but critics argue that the absence of proof does not excuse her from addressing the allegations thoroughly. They contend that the British public deserves transparency from elected officials, especially those charged with maintaining financial integrity. Siddiq's silence on the matter, aside from her outright denials, has only fueled speculation, with some accusing her of avoiding the issue. As the scandal develops, Siddiq's political future remains uncertain. Her supporters maintain that she is being targeted by politically motivated adversaries seeking to exploit her family connections. Conversely, her critics perceive a more profound issue, a minister whose credibility is compromised by unanswered questions about her past. For now, Siddiq holds her position, backed by the Labour leadership. However, as calls for an independent investigation intensify, it is evident that this situation is far from resolved. Whether Siddiq can withstand the pressure or becomes yet another victim of political scandal will hinge on her ability, or willingness, to confront the allegations directly. Until then, the controversy surrounding her role in the 2013 deal will continue to loom over her career and raise unsettling questions about accountability standards in British politics.